you trouble, don't you trouble, don't you trouble, don't you trouble, trouble the waters, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't trouble the water, just leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Still water and steam, yes, steam too. Whoa, yeah. You're down and out. When you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will be there to comfort you. I'll take the part. If you ever need a friend, no, yeah, I'll be right there, right behind, just like a breeze over troubled water. I will lay me down, just like a breeze over troubled water. I will lay me down. Don't you trouble the water. Sail on, silver girl. Sail on by. Don't you know that your time has come to shine? All your dreams are on the way. See how they shine. If you ever need a friend, don't you know that I'm sailing right beside, just like a bridge, a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down, just like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, yeah, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you trouble, 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 don't you trouble. Play Mark, come on, make it funky, hey, hey.
My name's J.C. McCauley.
I'm Naisha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
trouble. Don't you trouble. Don't you trouble. Don't you. Yeah. Don't you trouble. Travel the water, just leave it alone. Why don't you let it be? Still water runs deep. Yes it do. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Buenas noches. Good evening and welcome to the first annual OPP Champions of Youth celebration. It is my pleasure to greet you this evening. We have a truly esteemed group of first-time awardees. For those of you in the audience wondering how you get on this list, well, Duncan, well, we got to see, right? I really am delighted that Diane Serapino is here accepting on behalf of the Tao Foundation, that Alex Johnson and Capital Workforce Partners are here represented, and that the Commissioner of the State of Connecticut Department of Children and Families, Joette Katz, is here with us celebrating today. My name is Enid Ray, and I'm the CEO of OPP, our piece of the pie. Truly, it is an honor and a privilege to lead this wonderful organization. We wanted to have a Champions of Youth celebration because we know one thing is certain in the work that we do. Every young person needs a champion in their lives. They need someone that believes in them, that's there for them, even in the hardest times when they are not at their best, someone who is there and present for them. And truly, in that same fashion, every organization that does this very difficult but important work in the community also needs champions. And that's what we're here to celebrate tonight. I hope that you're enjoying the wonderful music of Orice Jenkins and his group. These are local people. They are phenomenal, and we are thrilled that they're here with us this evening. There are many people to thank this evening, but I do want to thank our major event sponsors for today, Whittlesey, Doncaster, and the Annie Casey Foundation. It is with their support and their encouragement that we are able to help urban youth become economically independent adults. Later this evening, you will have a chance to hear firsthand about each of our awardees, but please join me at this point in welcoming our board chair, Jordan Coe.
Good evening. Thank you everyone for joining us. I'm Jordan Coe. I've been on the board for about 8 years and its chair for the last 3 years perhaps. I also began as an employer of our youth, so I have a deep connection to the work that we do. I just want to say thank you to OPP staff, to our youth, and to our exceptional board that we all work tirelessly to make this happen each and every day. I invite any of you to ask questions about our piece of the pie and the work that we do. And if you'd like to get more involved, and I want to say congratulations to our honorees this evening, and thank you so much for the support that you provide to us each and every day. We could not do this without you. Have a wonderful evening. Bid high and bid often is what I've been told. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and have a wonderful evening. Take care.
So now we want to be able to, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Where's Karen? So now we want to be able to introduce Brett Harden from Fox 61. He is here to help us celebrate our Champions of Youth celebration. We want him to help us give a shout out, right, for bid often, bid high. Brett is a fan of OPP, and we are delighted to have his support here this evening.
All right, thank you so much, everybody. Let me see if I can get this. I'm a little bit out of breath. I just finished up on the air a little while ago. We had to tape a special promo for Thursday Night Football, and I made my way over to the Morgan Street garage, which I don't typically park in. I got in just fine, and then I couldn't find my way out. I'm running around checking all the doors, so here I am, and it's great to be out here for the 2018 Champions of Youth celebration. And I am a fan of OPP. Didn't know very much about it until I emceed an event. I guess it was late last spring or early in the summer, and I love what you're doing. I love what you're doing for the youth of Hartford and Eastern Connecticut. I want to repeat something Enid Ray said a while ago, just thanking the sponsors for tonight, Whittlesey, Doncaster, and the Annie E. Casey Foundation. It's support from organizations and agencies like this that keep the ball rolling. Sometimes individual people think that their contributions are just a drop in the bucket, but it takes all the drops to fill the bucket. So I want to thank all of you for being here tonight as well. As most of you already know, I want to go ahead and read this because it's just fun to read it. OPP is an amazing organization helping youth in Greater Hartford and Eastern Connecticut. They've been able to create relationships with young people in the communities around us. OPP has been able to bring attention to and shine light on youth who have incredible potential to create and achieve their dreams and their goals, but sometimes have to forge ahead and navigate through too many obstacles without the support they need. That's obviously where all of you and OPP come in. OPP brings in young people, gives them a mentor to help guide them down the path toward achieving their goals, helping them to achieve high school, for the majority of them a college degree, and or some kind of a certificate of value leading to a career and ultimately economic independence, which is the goal, which is why we're here. So while you're here tonight, again, I will repeat, please remember to take a good look at the silent auction items, many of which are made by OPP Youth. And please bid high and bid often. Spend it up, because the money you spend here tonight is going to help people, young adults, pursue their dreams, and that's so important. So right now I want to introduce you to some of the young people we've been talking about, the young stars of the evening, our OPP youth. So wherever you guys are, go ahead and come on up here now. And I want to introduce you and find out what program you're in and talk about your goals. So come on in. You guys form a line right here, if you would. Okay, I'm going to take this off, if that's okay. All right, so I'm just going to ask each of you your name, which program you're in, and then just a little bit about your goals. You can talk short-term or long-term or both. So what's your name?
Hi, my name is Khalees Oates, and
I'll just hold on to it.
my name is Khalees Oates, and I am with OPP, and I am doing some work with Jim Casey. My short-term goals is to get my bachelor's in construction management and to actually have a business and keep it going.
That's great. You get to build things. Have you talked about or thought about where you want to go to college yet?
I'm going to CCSU right now.
Oh, you're going to CCSU
Yes.
right now? Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. I'm going to have you walk down to the end, and you guys just step on forward. Great. Okay, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Chantal Miller, and I am currently a part of the Esnanza Community College, where I'm pursuing my career in registered medical assistant, and I'm going for my associate degree.
All right, the medical field is just burgeoning. There are
Yes.
jobs out there. Good luck to you.
Thank you
Thanks so
so
much. Come on in. What's your name, sir?
My name is Noel, and I'm in the Esnanza manufacturing program right now. And my short-term goal is to get my associates in engineering, and then long-term have a construction business.
Have you thought about broadcasting?
I have not thought about broadcasting. No.
He's got a great set of pipes, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, if you do, wait a few years.
I will.
Okay. Step on it. I know it. He's not the only one, but yeah. Okay, so what's your name?
Kiana, and I go to Texas Community College. My short-term goal is to finish my associate's degree, and my long-term goal is to eventually become either a caseworker or a social worker through the correctional facility.
All right, good for you. Thanks so much. All right, step on in here. What's your name?
I'm Joseph Rodriguez.
Okay, Joseph, and what program are you in? What are your goals?
My goal is becoming a firefighter. I'm currently a volunteer firefighter right now at 10 MCC. So that's all. I don't have a short time goal. It's a long time goal, so I'm a volunteer.
You'll be a firefighter. Hey,
That's my goal right
yeah,
now.
one of the bravest. That's great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good for you. Good luck. All right. Francois?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so my name's Francois. I'm part of the OPP program and the NEDP program. My short-term goal is to finish getting my high school diploma, which I finished the program today, so I'll have it in December.
Congratulations. That's terrific. Great.
And my long-term goals is to be a chef and a lawyer.
A chef and a lawyer. Okay, good for you. It's high strength on both counts, as a matter of fact, but I'll bet you'll do well. All right. What's your name, sir?
My name is Christopher Venable.
Okay. And what OPP program are you in? And what do you want to do with your life?
I'm in the Hartford program, the Hartford OPP program, and I just want to do automotive technician. My short-term goal is to finish high school, and my long-term goal is to be an automotive technician.
All right, good for you. Automobiles are becoming spaceships anymore, so that's high-level stuff. Come on in, step on in here. Michael.
You already know my
See, I
name.
read your flag.
My short-term goal is to graduate, and I'm senior at Opportunity Academy.
Okay.
And my long-term goal is to be a professor.
A professor teaching what?
History.
History teacher. All right, good for you, a professor. There you go. Come on in here. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Salinas Ramos. I'm a student at Opportunity Academy, a senior currently. My short-term goal is to graduate high school, and my long-term goal is to become a registered nurse and get my bachelor's degree.
All right, good luck to you. Nice, good. Step on in here. What's your name?
My name's Thyri. I go to Opportunity Academy. My short-term goal is to eventually graduate high school, which should be done by the end of this year.
Okay.
And long-term goal is going to study massage therapy.
All right, good for you. Thanks for coming by. All right, step on in here. You guys are waiting in the wings. You can step on in. All right, come on in. What's your name?
Alexa Garay. I graduated from Opportunity Academy. I work for Hartford Youth Service Corps, also at OPP. I go to college at PCI Online. At OPP, I'm studying for my associate's degree at Southern New Hampshire. That is my short-term goal to achieve. I should get it by next June. And my long-term goal is to become a social worker and get my doctorals.
All right, okay. You'll be studying for a long time. Good for you. Good for you. Good luck. All right, step on in here. What's your name?
Angela Impero.
Okay.
I work with the Hartford Youth Service Corps. I am one of the youth ambassadors. I lead my own project. My short-term goal is to graduate college, and my long-term goal is to one day be the CEO of my own accounting company.
Okay. All right. Then you're going to be the boss. Good for you. All right. And finally, what's your name?
My name is Julissa Maldonado. I am with Hartford Youth Service Corps. I'm a youth ambassador, and I go to One Weaver. My short goal is to get my majors in history and be a lawyer.
Okay, good
That's
for
my
you.
long term.
All right. You got a lot of work ahead of you, but that's great. Good for you. Good for you. Let's have a Have a big round of applause for everybody. All right, that's really exciting to hear, isn't it? It's just a lot of fun to talk to people who are, young people who are on fire and have a good sense of what they want to do, and OPP is helping out, and so are you tonight. Okay, so right now we just have a couple of brief logistical notes for the evening, and then we'll let you get to dinner, which will be ready at 7 p.m. So just feel free to come up at your leisure. The silent auction closes at 7:30, so keep that in mind. You got about 40 or 45 minutes to make sure that you have the strongest bid in there. If you see something you like, don't let somebody outbid you. Go back and check often. And our honored guest presentation will begin at 7:45. So again, thanks for being here, and we'll see you again here in about 45 minutes. All right.
Waited till I saw the sun. Don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. When I saw the break of day, wish that I could fly away instead of kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my hand. My heart is drenched in wine, but you'll be on my mind forever. Out across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy, but I'll be a bag of bones driving down this road alone. My heart is drenched in wine, but you'll be on my mind forever. Something has to make you come. Don't know why I didn't come. I feel as empty as a fun. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come.
Thank you for singing with us.
All right, everyone, we're ready to begin honoring our honorees tonight, the people we want to celebrate. So if you can, if you want to make your way in here, if you're out this way, make your way in here, and we'll begin. First of all, let's have a hand for the band. You guys don't walk away too quick. That was really good stuff. Almost had me tapping my toes, and you know I'm so hopelessly square, and I was almost moving, so it was a measure of how good it was. Okay, do we have all of our honorees in here and the presenters? Is everybody present? Okay, it looks like they are. Then it is my pleasure now to introduce to you Hector Rivera, who is the Chief Operating Officer of Our Piece of the Pie. Hector has been with OPP for nearly 20 years now and will be presenting the first award. Hector?
Good evening and welcome, and thank you to everybody for coming out. On behalf of OPP, I would like to thank everyone for coming this evening. We are all thrilled to have such an esteemed group as part of our inaugural group of recipients for the first annual Champions of Youth Awards for the organization. The first award is in recognition of long-term support and guidance for over 10 years from the Tao Foundation. Please welcome Diane Serapina, Director of Justice Initiatives, who is accepting the award on behalf of Emily Tao and the Tao Foundation.
We're so pleased to be included in this inaugural class with the other honorees. And the Tao Foundation has been supporting OPP since 2006. So we've watched the organization grow. We've had Hector and Jordan present to national funders on our behalf to explain the beautiful work that you do here. And we're so admire the success of these young people, and it just punctuates the importance of supporting OPP and the work it does in the community. It's been a model for other cities in Connecticut and I'm sure nationally, and very proud of what you do and proud to be one of your recipients. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Diane. Our next presenter I'd like to bring up, you've met her once before tonight, Enid Ray, the Chief Executive Officer, to present the next award. Enid.
On behalf of OPP, I really want to thank our next awardee. I'm going to go off script because, I just can't stay on script. You know, often there are people who you meet along the journey in your career that you have disagreements with, but you come back to the table. You do work with, and you come back to the table. For me, that person has been Alex Johnson. I appreciate his honesty, his support, his edgy feedback when needed, and of course, the relationship that we have between OPP and Capital Workforce Partners. Together, we are able to serve a greater number of young people in the community. But what you don't maybe know about Alex and his family is that this mission and the work that we do at OPP is a very personal joy for them as well, because Alex and his lovely wife support one of our OPP youth who is part of their family. So not only do we work together as colleagues, we work together as parents, and we work together on building community. So Alex, thank you and congratulations. Did he run away?
Good evening, everyone. Actually, when Enid advised me that I was receiving this award, I was both honored and humbled. And I'm humbled because I have such respect for the work that Our Piece of the Pie does, the leadership of Enid Ray, the team that she has, the board of directors who are working hard with the organization to ensure that we're providing valuable services to our young people. So I was truly honored and humbled to receive this award. I'd also note that I'm honored in that this work is not just what I do, but it's a reflection of who I am. As Enid mentioned, she did kind of let out that, my wife and I have been, foster parents for a number of years. I truly believe that in order to advance our young people, they need to have a caring adult in their life, and they need opportunity. And I was fortunate to have both an adult and opportunity in my life. And I really am driven and passionate to ensure that others also have the same support and opportunities that I've had. So with that, I'm truly proud and humbled to be here this evening to accept this award, but also to compliment the good work that our piece of the pie does in ensuring that our young people have opportunities to achieve a level of self-sufficiency and independence that we all strive for. So with that, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this award. And as Enid has said, we have had some battles in the past, and she kind of let out some of the stuff. But we work hard together, we fight hard together, but at the end of the day, we achieve success. And that's the bottom line. So again, thank you.
Congratulations, Alex. Well said. I think we're all very inspired, and the lesson we know now is that when Enid goes off script, she gives people a glimpse behind the curtain, lets people know, okay. For our final award, I would like to introduce Sandra Gasca Gonzalez, Vice President for the Annie E. Casey Foundation, which is known for its dedication to partnering with others on behalf of youth across the country.
Good evening, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you tonight, and I want to thank Enid Ray for inviting us to be a part of your really nice soiree. So I hope everyone donated and whatever that was, bid a lot and give a lot of money. I'm super honored and humbled that I get to introduce Joette Katz as a champion for youth. I have had the honor of knowing Joette for 8-ish years, and she has been a visionary. She has been fierce. She has worked her staff with breakneck speed, according to Fernando, all in service of what is important for young people, that they are able to thrive and go into adulthood as successful young adults and eventually adults. And I have the advantage of and the privilege of working at a national foundation, and so we have tentacles across the country, and I get to see really good systems and really bad systems and really mediocre systems. And Joette Katz's leadership by far is a national bright spot. When we look at top child welfare services and top leadership in the youth workspace, we always think of Connecticut because of Joette Katz. And she is very humble, and she does not like for us to talk about how great she is. But one of the things I would say about her is that she doesn't shy away from a challenge. And you all have had some very challenging times in your legislature, and she has just persisted. And the reason that she has persisted is because there's this saying that we say a lot in child welfare, which is meet the young people where they're at. She doesn't do that. She meets the young people where they dream. And that is why she is a champion for youth. So I want to invite Joette Katz up here.
You want to come up here?
Wow.
Seriously, because that's why we're all here, all right? That's
That's absolutely why we're all here. Thank you. That was very humbling. And I too am honored to be amongst my fellow recipients and amongst all of you because you do the work. You know, I tell people all the time, yes, I'm up here, but in truth, you all do the work. And people like Fernando Muniz for 7 years and many others at my agency carried my water. Nobody does this work alone. It's hard, it's challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. And I've also told people over the years, I've had a wonderful career. I'm old. And it's okay, you know. It's like a priest. I was at an event recently, and a priest was told this very funny joke, and he's looking in the mirror, and he says, Lord, what happened to my 45-year-old self? And Lord answered back, I let you live. So, you know, it's okay. And I've had a lot of careers and a lot of opportunities, talking about our youth having opportunities, and I've had many in my life, and I've been very blessed. And I've had challenging jobs. No position was more challenging than this one, but by far no position has been more rewarding than this one. And I truly mean that. And I have a lot of friends and a lot of partners, and I've learned an awful lot. We were in Florida, you know, what went on in Florida stays in Florida, but I took some lessons from Florida, and you know, your wife's here, she's great. I met her, I love her. Where is she? She's lovely, lovely. You married well. But so did she. And as my mother says, water reaches its own level. So, and I learned a lot, and you've been a wonderful partner. And what I've loved most is, you know, I sort of have a dream or I have a vision, and then people like Hector make it happen. And people like Fernando have made it happen. And that's, and my friends at NE Casey and Casey Family Programs and Tau Services, Tau Foundation rather, and Casey Family Programs make it happen. And Sexto's made it happen. Sexto's done a phenomenal job, and he was also on that trip to Florida. Because I remember yelling, why aren't you in school? Why are you here? Why aren't you in class? Why aren't you in class? So this is a case where the student has far exceeded the teacher. You know, just a wonderful, wonderful example of what we can do, of what you can do if given the slightest opportunity and the slightest bit of encouragement. And it really is about dreams. And the last thing I'll say is, it's about meeting kids where they dream, but it's also about, I'm a tough parent. You know, and I used to say to my kids, and I say to the youth that I have dinner with every few months, you know, I'll tell you what's real. And so when I give you a compliment, you can take it to the bank. And I think that people, and I know all of you, have risen to each challenge, and that's how we grow. And we don't settle for complacency, right? And we challenge ourselves every day, and that's how we get better and grow. And with each challenge, it's another notch in our belt, and it allows us to weather some of the bumpy roads. But then you look back and you say, wow, I did that. And you do that every day. So congratulations to all of you, your dreams, your goals. I was listening, you know, the lawyers, you come see me. You come see me, we'll talk, right? Okay, and the rest of you can always find me as well. So thank you, and thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, let's another round of applause for all three of our honorees. I just wanted to mention a conversation that I had just a few minutes ago. After our first presentation a little earlier, I had a chance to talk with Noel, I believe is his name. He's not over there now. Young man going to Asnuntuck Community College. He wants to go into manufacturing. It was a conversation that I'm not sure people would take note of if they heard us talking somewhere out on the street, in the mall, or so on. He's talking about going to school. He's talking about wanting to go into manufacturing. But a couple of things struck me. One is that kid has something on the ball, and he is on the path to success now. And that was just fun and exciting just talking to him for a couple of minutes. The second thing that struck me is that as he was talking, he would say, I'm doing this, and I wouldn't be without OPP. And I'm doing this, but I wouldn't be without OPP. So you're changing lives. Feel good about being here and supporting this organization tonight. Feel good about working in this organization on a day-to-day basis and about the work that you're doing. And I have to tell you, from my perspective, I don't see this as often as I would like. And it's been a fun evening, as it was last summer when I did my first event for OPP, and I'm anxious to come back. So as the evening begins to wind down, let me thank you again for your support. If you had a good time tonight, mark your calendars for the next event, which is Wednesday, May 29th, 2019, for the first OPP mini golf tournament. That sounds like fun. It'll be held at Putter's Paradise. Information will be available on the OPP website after Thanksgiving. So again, yeah, mark your calendars. Don't forget to pick up your auction items on your way out if you have some waiting for you. If you haven't had your parking validated, do that as well. And finally this evening, I would like to bring up Enid Ray as soon as she gets her drink. Are you finished there? I'd like to bring up Enid for some closing remarks. Enid, thank you very much.
So I just want to thank everyone who attended. We have a saying in Spanish, it's those who are here with us in fellowship that we cherish. So thank you for being here. I also want to thank my wonderful OPP board. So board members, please stand up, wave so that everyone sees you. Truly, this is not a solo act. I have reached a milestone. This is my 1.5-year mark at OPP as the new leader. And I have to tell you that every day I walk in with joy and just filled with gratitude for the team of people that I am privileged to lead, and the young people who I am privileged to see and interact with every day, who make me better, both in how I look, how I dress, the music that I know, right? They transfer their skills to me, and I'm able to share with them. So thank you. We hope to see you at our first annual mini golf tournament. We want you to put a team together, and let's have some fun in the spring. Thanks, folks. I'm sorry, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Karen Cakeley, our Director of Development and Engagement, who really is the star behind the scenes, and all of the OPP staff who volunteered. And if you didn't hear Karen sing earlier, maybe she can grace us with another song before we leave. Thank you.
My name is J. Stan McCauley, and I do business as Light Source Productions. I provide professional services in the area of strategic video communications. First, what we do is we help you craft your message using what I call the rule of the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. We do event documentation, content acquisition, full-scale productions, editing, and of course distribution through our social media television network. And with social media, video is more important now than it has ever been. Whether you're talking big business, small business, nonprofit, church, or just an individual. Let's say you plan you're planning an event, a wedding, whatever the case may be. But let's say a big event, but no video. And you spent all this time, all these hours to put this event on, and maybe 100, 200 people attend the event. But more important than that is that thousands could attend by watching it on social media. But of course, you don't think about this until after the event is over. You can't afford not to capture it for social media. And despite what people think, I am affordable. Give me a call. Let's plan your next video project and share it with the world on my social media television network. I promise you that you will have the attention of one person, me.